A royal hello to all and welcome to Royal Telly. I'm your host, Chloe. Today, we'll be embarking on a fascinating journey, exploring a tale that reveals the true global stature and enduring charm of Prince Harry. We'll delve into his recent visit to Dusseldorf, Germany, a trip that defied the tabloid narratives and showcased his continued relevance on the world stage. So, sit back, relax, and join me as we delve into the story of Prince Harry's visit to Dusseldorf. Prince Harry, a name that evokes enthusiasm and warmth worldwide, has again been welcomed with open arms, this time in Dusseldorf, Germany. The city square was buzzing with anticipation, people crammed shoulder to shoulder, cameras held high as they waited for the prince who has captured hearts across the globe. The air practically hummed with the collective excitement. This wasn't about scandal or sensationalism. This was about respect and admiration for a man who has consistently demonstrated his commitment to humanitarian causes, cultural understanding, and his unyielding integrity in the face of adversity. The reception Prince Harry received in Dusseldorf was a clear testament to his universal appeal. Despite the relentless efforts of certain sectors of the British media to belittle his influence, Harry's popularity endures. His presence alone was enough to ignite the city with enthusiasm, proving that his appeal transcends borders and cultural differences. Yet, back in Britain, some tabloids continued to churn out stories of Harry's supposed irrelevance, painting an image starkly different from the reality we witness. They seem to overlook the fact that, while they're busy crafting their narratives, Prince Harry continues to make headlines worldwide, not for controversy, but for his genuine efforts to make a difference. Prince Harry has always been a rule breaker. He refused to be stifled by the constraints of a centuries-old institution. He chose to protect his family, his wife, his own mental health over the expectations of a rigid monarchy. This defiance rattles the media, but it endears him to the public. He doesn't hide behind palace walls. He walks among the people, connecting on a personal level, showing true leadership. The media might be frustrated that Harry isn't adhering to their narrative, but the global community sees him for who he truly is. He doesn't need a royal title or a palace to make a difference. He just needs to be himself, and that's enough for the people who welcome him with open arms in cities across the globe. This is the real Prince Harry, loved and respected by people across continents. A man who, through his actions and his integrity, has proven that he is far more than just a royal. He is a global citizen, making a difference one handshake, one signature, one heartfelt gesture at a time. Now, let's take a moment to compare this image of Prince Harry with the narrative spun by some British tabloids. Indeed, the stark contrast between the global popularity of Prince Harry and the negative portrayal by the British tabloids is rather telling. It's a tale of two narratives, with one being spun by the media and the other being lived by Prince Harry himself. On one hand, we have Prince Harry, the beloved figure who defied the traditional royal expectations, who chose freedom and the well-being of his family over the confines of a centuries-old institution. He is the man who, despite all odds, continues to carry out his duties with unmatched grace, humility, and an unwavering commitment to making a difference. His actions, be it his humanitarian work or his efforts to bridge cultural divides, have earned him respect and admiration on a global scale. On the other hand, we have the British tabloids who seem hell-bent on painting Prince Harry as an outcast, a rebel without a cause. Their narrative is one filled with bitterness and resentment, fueled by their inability to control or dictate his actions. They choose to ignore his global popularity, his impactful work, and instead focus on creating scandalous headlines and stirring up controversy. But here's the kicker. Prince Harry, the so-called irrelevant royal, is the one living rent-free in their headlines. Every move he makes, every breath he takes is under their microscope, scrutinized and sensationalized to fit their narrative. But why? If he's so irrelevant, why does he command their attention so? The answer is simple. Prince Harry's actions defy their narrative. His popularity, his relevance, his impact, they all stand in stark contrast to the image the tabloids try to portray. He doesn't need a palace backdrop to be significant. He doesn't need their approval to make a difference. His actions, his work, his dedication to making the world a better place, they all speak louder than the smear campaigns of the tabloids. Prince Harry lives rent-free in their headlines, but his actions speak louder than their smear campaigns. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the real narrative, the one that matters. It's not about what the tabloids say. It's about what Prince Harry does. And he does it well. Let's talk about that visitor's book, often overlooked, but symbolically so significant. This isn't just a dusty old ledger tucked away in a corner. It's a testament to all who have graced the city with their presence, their influence, their impact. And there, amid the many names of dignitaries and global leaders, we find Prince Harry's signature. A simple gesture, you might think, but it carries a weight of meaning far beyond the ink that forms it. See, when Prince Harry signs that visitor's book in Dusseldorf, it's not an action steeped in formality or tradition. No, it's a mark of international respect, a testament to his continued relevance on a global stage. It's the city acknowledging his stature, his influence, his power to build bridges between cultures. It's a quiet nod to his humanitarian work, his dedication to causes that matter. It's not just a signature, it's a statement. But it goes even further than that. This signature, it's a symbol of diplomatic soft power. It's an unspoken message that resonates across borders, beyond the confines of the city square and the grand old rat house. It's a signal that, despite what certain corners of the British media might want you to believe, Prince Harry is a force to be reckoned with, a symbol of a modern monarchy, one that's not afraid to step away from the gilded cage and walk among the people. And it's not just about Prince Harry, it's about what he represents, a shift in the narrative, a new kind of royalty, one that values authenticity over pomp, connection over distance, humanity over hierarchy. His signature on that visitor's book, it's a sign of a changing world, a world that no longer measures a royal by their title, but by their actions. So next time you think about that visitor's book in Dusseldorf, remember this. It's not just ink on a page, it's the mark of a royal who matters. Not because of where he was born or the title he was given, but because of the man he's become. So there you have it. The story of Prince Harry's visit to Dusseldorf. A story of popularity, defiance, and respect. We've traveled together through the warmth and excitement of the German city, witnessing the genuine admiration for a man who refuses to be defined by the confines of traditional royalty. A man who chose freedom over constriction, integrity over image, and purpose over pomp. We've seen the stark contrast between the narrative spun by the British tabloids and the reality of Harry's global popularity. We've debunked the myth that he's become irrelevant and instead highlighted the fact that he is more relevant than ever, not because of his royal heritage, but because of his actions, his values, and his unwavering commitment to making a difference. We've discussed the significance of the visitor's book in Dusseldorf, not just as a ceremonial gesture, but as a symbol of international respect and recognition. And most importantly, we've celebrated Prince Harry's journey from a royal by birth to a royal by virtue. Thank you for joining us on this journey today and for being part of the conversation. We invite you to continue the dialogue, share your thoughts, your insights, and your perspectives. Let us keep the momentum going. Thank you for joining us on Royal Telly today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, this is Chloe signing off.